The Whiteheads are in control, mass arrests imminent, dumps flooded and deactivated. Trump is still president, deep state agents in Gitmo. We have it all. This is just a movie to wake up the masses. Nisara Jisara activated. Hey, Inspired Tribe, my fellow freedom lovers, John Nolan here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notifications button so you'll get notified about new videos every day. Thank you also for joining us in the Inspired Newsroom, our brand new channel here on YouTube. Alright, let's dive into it. I just read you some of the headlines of articles and videos that are being sent to us almost on a daily basis. I don't mean to make light of these videos, of these articles, and the people that are sending them. I don't even mean to say that these are not possibilities or some of these things aren't possible. What I am saying is that when I read through the list of these headlines and when I look at it all, none of it is actionable to me. As much as we have tried, and believe us, we have tried, we couldn't prove any of it. We can find circumstantial evidence that points to certain things on that list that could be a possibility. But the truth is, we don't know. We have no evidence. And when we follow the trail on all these headlines and all these assumptions, it just leads us in a circle from one content creator to another, to an insider, to an anonymous source, to someone deep inside. But the truth is, we have zero evidence for this. What this is, to me, is a classic example of hopium. And let me also tell you another thing. I've been hearing these things, some of them, for 20 years. Nisara, I heard about it 20 years ago. Mass arrests are coming. I heard about it longer than 20 years ago. White hats in the military are taking over long before that. And there are, don't get me wrong, we are in very, very strange times. What that means is a lot of the things that we see on TV, that we see coming from the government, that we see coming from various sources, we all know there's a strange thing going on. A lot of it doesn't add up. A lot of it doesn't make any sense. Yes, I'm the first one to tell you this. I see this every day, sometimes so obvious. You know, we've seen these weird clips of Biden, his earlobes changing and his appearance changing. We've seen other people just magically walking from one space into another, and that aired on live TV where you could see it as CGI and all these things. Yes, don't get me wrong. I am with you. It is strange. It is weird. There's definitely something going on. However, this information, these headlines that people keep putting out there, the storylines that go with it, this is the date where this is going to happen. And after this, Trump's coming back and he's going to announce he was president all the time. Well, maybe that might all be happening. I don't know, but I don't know. That's the case. I don't know. That's exactly the point of it. I don't know. But what I do know is we have actionable steps that we can take today to make sure that we are the White Hats, that we are taking over, that we, the people everywhere in the world, are getting in control of things again. And it's very simple, very, very simple. The number one thing is very important. We have to create communities and connect with like-minded people and see how much synergy there is, see how much overlapping interests there are, and see that the basic needs and values are very similar. Okay, that's what we need to do. That's the first and foremost. The second thing we need to do is become self-sufficient. We're now depending on government structures. We're now depending on structures outside of us as a society, and we need to get off of that. That's the dope that we're on, and that's why we continue to go along with things, because we're dependent. We need to get independent and depend on ourselves again. Self-sufficiency, personal responsibility, that is actionable. That is something we can all do, right? Very important. And the third part is we need to engage and lawfully take over the political process from the smallest to the biggest, on your town level, on your county level, your state level, your federal level. All of these levels we need to take over and infuse with common sense, good-hearted, spirited people that will make decisions that we actually all know to be good for the whole. Those are actionable steps. And I believe a lot of the people that are pushing the headlines that I read to you earlier might have the good intention of inspiring this in people, but I want to go a step further, like I have been. I know I'm repeating myself, but I think this is important. These actionable things, community, self-sufficiency, and taking over lawfully, taking over the political process, these are things that will really create change. Then we're the true white hats. Then we're really the ones creating the change moving forward. And again, I'm not making fun. I'm not making light. I'm not even saying that some of these things couldn't be true. I will say once again, I cannot confirm them. And I've spoken to a lot of other great researchers, forensic researchers, people who have dedicated their lives to research. And they tell me the same thing. They say, you know what, John, all sounds great, but I can't verify any of it. Our personal contacts, for example, in the military intelligence community, do not confirm that. But that doesn't mean anything. It just means we haven't received any direct sources. We haven't received any evidence. However, there is a lot of strange stuff going on, like I said before. So we should take the steps that we can take. We should take the action that we can take, and we should make sure that we are the ones in control again of this whole process. I believe that's what this whole journey has been about, in the spiritual realm as much as in the physical realm. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. We love you, we appreciate you, and we'll be back with you again very, very soon. We're more dedicated than ever to provide authentic, truthful, and uncensored information and inspiration. That's why we created the Inspired community on the free speech platform Locals. There's no censorship, a free flow of information, and it's more personal and intimate. And you can join us as a free member or a paid supporter. Please visit inspired.locals.com and join us today.